Happy birthday, Gemini, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I'd certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay? So, Geminis, what I like to do is to go in and just engage you in a discussion or part B of your financial reading. Okay? Now, this time I'm going to be using my tarot cards in order to convey your message. Okay? And in this reading, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing as the overarching theme pervading the time period under investigation or discussion here. And of course, this reading is valid until the end of August. I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing that may have already occurred in your past, and we're going to just fast forward it along to your present. Then I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing that's really unimportant, and focusing on the essence or the energy of the card that I'm going to share with you would be a waste of time. Okay. And then we're just going to just focus on what is important. And then I'm going to tell you what your potential challenges might be and what's hidden in your financial situation. And just to give you a probable outcome, Gemini, should you continue along the path that you're on. Okay. Now, Gemini, the last financial reading that I did with the enormous cards, it was quite awesome. So let's see here. I'm just curious to see if the same types of things will reveal themselves using tarot. Okay. Keep in mind, Gemini, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable insight that you're seeking in order to make your best informed financial decisions. If this reading does in fact resonate, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so you receive all future readings. And as many of you might know, I will be launching a new channel solely to you, Gemini. Okay, so that will be launching on my birthday, which is June the 10th. It's my 50th years here on Earth. I can't believe it. All right, so enough said. Let's go on and just shuffle up here my deck here to just see what it is that or what's true about your financial situation. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind this reading is valid until the end of August, so it certainly gives you some time to work on things. And keep in mind, if I share something with you that doesn't sit well with your stomach, Gemini, remember you are in fact the captain of your own ship. And if whatever I am predicting has yet to occur, examine what you're doing now, Gemini, to mitigate um, the circumstances or negative circumstances, if you see those or perceive the messages that I may give to you as being negative. All right. So, Spirit, what is true for Gemini here? Share with me what's the headliner, what's the overarching theme that's pervading our time period under discussion here. What is the overarching theme, Spirit? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go on and select a few cards from the bottom of the deck to kind of give us a hopefully an accurate depiction of what you can expect here in terms of energies that's pervading here. Wow. Okay. We have the Two of Diamonds. I'm sorry, Two of Pentacles. We have Temperance. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, we have, wow, Ten of Pentacles. So this certainly looks very good here. Okay. So let me just go on and just look at this here and to just give you, ladies and gentlemen, some indication of what I'm kind of seeing here. Okay. In terms of just making a few general observations here. Okay. So it kind of seemed to me, ladies and gentlemen, that I kind of see you're juggling a lot of you're juggling resources, or you're kind of feeling or what you're doing presently. This is the energy that's pervading your reading. So I see many of you juggling resources, okay, and you're feeling pulled in divergent directions here with little or no time to really spend with your family. You might even be working multiple type jobs here, okay? A business of your own, or in another job here. Perhaps the job that you do work is one that it appears that you hate. You hate your day job, I'm kind of getting, okay? And it seems that many of you, the spirit is kind of urging you to kind of stop neglecting what you really desire here. And although money I'm seeing might be a bit tight, or has been a bit tight, you understand that you certainly need to be a bit more moderate with your spending. And if you do, ladies and gentlemen, kind of, set aside make a budget or something here, or just control your spending, ladies and gentlemen. Success. You have this beautiful Ten of Pentacles here. Abundance is inevitable. So this is a very very good reading too here. Okay, and by kind of setting aside money here, or to if you budget here, that would also help you reclaim financial balance. Okay, I also see too, ladies and gentlemen, that for many of you, I'm kind of getting to that. I'm seeing that you're going to become very wealthy. It looks like, particularly, it looks like within this time period in question, that's a very strong possibility that I'm seeing here for you guys here, that you're becoming very, very wealthy. And I feel that although many of you will kind of feel as if, you're kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, again, the spirit is kind of suggesting that if you take a more modest or reticent approach and budget, or like try to find a way to budget differently, or budget your money a bit more effectively, success in abundance is going to be coming towards you. But again, moderation is key here. Okay. I'm also seeing some of you too. It looks like that you might work in the mental health type industry, or I'm seeing a physical therapy or physical therapist, or I'm seeing something connected with a family type owned business or a business of your own. And some of you even might be investors or bankers here. Okay. So, what we're seeing here is that you want to really restore financial balance here. Okay. With your finances. Right. And this card shows that you can do so by what? Being a bit more moderate in how you're spending. And success is inevitable. This is a very, very powerful card to have, especially in a financial reading here. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit. And be sure to press that subscription button, okay? Because again, look at this Two of Pentacles here. And this Two of Pentacles is going to help you restore your situation. I see many of you, perhaps this could happen within 2 days or even 2 weeks for some of you. I see you receiving money, okay, unexpected money, or you're going to be working a second job, or money might come from a second job, or business of your own here. Or your family is also, they're going to be very helpful to you too during this time period in question, as well as close friends will also be viable um, allies to you as well, in terms of, if you get short of cash, there always will be help that's going to be available for you. But I don't think many of you're going to need it, because you're coming into a very prosperous period, Gemini. Okay. So, what I like to do now is to go on and just select cards here to represent your past. Okay, let's go on and do that now. I'm just going to just shut these up just a little bit since we've already examined them. Okay, we have your past here. We have strength. Okay, let's get a card to represent your present. We have, okay, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, let's examine what's not important, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, and I'm going to go back through these after I finish pulling these. What's important is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what's your challenge or potential challenge? Wow, the Magician. Okay, and what's hidden in your situation, issues that you might be unaware of materializing. We have the Page of Pentacles. And as your outcome, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So, just by looking at those cards here, it seems that that's a very, you have a very, very good reading here that I'm seeing here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is just that I'm going to just make a few general observations, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a sense of what I'm seeing for you guys here. Okay, in terms of additional observations that I'm seeing here that I'd like to just share with you. Okay, so why don't we start with first by just, I'm certainly seeing that I'm seeing it looks like that you guys are going to just looking at these, like you're going to a job interview, or you're going to have a job interview during this time period in question here that I'm getting. And it's going to go exceptionally well here, I'm seeing. I see a lot of advancement coming towards you in your current position, too, for those of you who are concerned about whether you will advance or upward mobility will be available to you. It will be during this time period in question. A move or either a promotion or a bonus appears to be possible here. Okay. And the reason why it's possible because you are, Gemini, a very skilled worker. Okay. And this promotion, I feel, is long overdue or advancement. I see job security for those of you concerned about, because because of all of the problems that you guys may have gone through in the past, some of you might be concerned about your job security. So we can just say that we can just put that fear aside here. Okay, you are in a very strong position. Okay, I'm seeing stability, great power, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, really great power. This is going to be a very successful time frame. Okay, I'm also seeing too, like in various um, jobs here, is that your opportunities will come in abundant ways here. Okay, and I feel that many of you seem to have reached, it looks like a crossroad that spirit is saying here, and particularly at work. And you are, Gemini, ready to change directions. You just have to take that risk here. Okay. And the type of career that appears to be best suited for you include, ladies and gentlemen, but certainly not limited to. Some of you, consider being an entrepreneur, or just taking a risk and just starting a business from scratch, because you're certainly going to be successful here. This shows many of you being at the apprentice stage here. Okay. It even shows, ladies and gentlemen, that the person with whom you will be sharing your wealth appears to be a Capricorn type person. I mean, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. A person possibly younger than you, or either young at heart. They could be older, but just a bit, young at heart here, but serious minded. Even I'm seeing some of you may want to consider being a teacher or a production assistant or a professor, or just take on a very high risk type job here. Okay, or even in fact being a personal trainer here. So let's go on and just get into the specifics of your reading and just see what spirit wants you to know in terms of what may have already occurred in your past here. Okay, so we have strength. Keep in mind, Gemini, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. So, with having strength as here in your past, it certainly shows me, ladies and gentlemen, that you were very patient and you had faith that your financial situation would soon improve. And you had some doubts, and it seems that it may have happened due to it came about after a separation or romantic type separation. I'm getting here for some of you. All right. I see that your prayers were certainly answered, and it looks like you receive a check from a win. It could be a legal win or something that had gotten caught up in limbo. Okay. And some of you might have even moved or even, in fact, bought a new home or property. And it seems that because of all of this good fortune coming towards you, your confidence went up. It just shot up, okay, when it came to your future aspirations here. And with this card, it certainly shows, ladies and gentlemen, that you certainly have the strength and vitality to continue to keep this financial stability progressing in your future here, okay? Now let's see what's happening in your present. Wow, we have the Four of Pentacles there. So with this card, I feel that it looks like many of you are working towards kind of building stability. And ladies and gentlemen, just as the symbolism here is showing, you are holding on to your cash and you're trying to at least make an effort to save here. Okay? And I don't feel that you're doing this for selfish reasons. Some of you may feel compelled or forced to do this only because you want to really secure a better future for yourself, okay? Unlike what you may have had in the past here, all right? And saving, you feel that saving is going to make you feel a bit more secure. And some of you might even be preparing or saving for a retirement or to even purchase something that you really, really want. I also see an investment paying off handsomely. And some of you might even buy a home or receive an inheritance within 4 days to 4 weeks, I'm getting. This spirit is kind of urging you to really avoid obsessive or compulsive type behaviors. And try to keep an open mind, Geminis, moving forward. Try not to worry because you'll be able to kind of resolve or get out of debt sooner than what you think here, and you'll certainly be able to sustain yourself. Okay? And Spirit is telling me to tell you to also, when you have this Four of Pentacles, there is a proclivity to kind of hoard your resources. Try not to do that and try to surrender your reluctance to taking concerted risks because therein lies the success that you're seeking. Okay? Try not to become a prisoner, ladies and gentlemen, to the acquisition of money or perhaps even the lack thereof. Your spiritual needs are certainly also important, ladies and gentlemen. So try not to allow yourself to focus so much on materialistic things and let your, kind of like not really focus on things of spiritual nature here because that has certainly gotten you to where you are now. Keep in mind, Gemini, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit. And be sure to press that subscription button. Now, with any given situation, Gemini, there are usually things that we tend to focus on that really don't bring us the success that we're seeking. So now, let's examine those things that are not important in your situation, okay? So, the card that we selected here was the Seven of Pentacles, ladies and gentlemen. So, certainly now is certainly not the time to procrastinate or to kind of wait for success to kind of just walk to you. It's time that you just do it. Go after it now. Okay? It's certainly not important, ladies and gentlemen, for you to slow down or you to ravel, if you will, in your own self pity, or to even pause or to really take an introspective look at matters or to contemplate a decision that might require divergent choices between risk and security. Now's not the time, Gemini, to be depressed or to have a sense of loss or failure or to simply feel something important in your life is missing. Everything is just right. Okay? So then you might ask Gemini, what is important in my financial situation? And guess what, Gemini? To further emphasize what I've been saying all along here, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, or instead, it's certainly now important that you, Gemini, hop on this wheel and take a concerted risk. Okay? Embrace change, opportunities. Recognize the past no longer serves you. It's time for you to do the footwork, Gemini, and let go and let God. Amen. Okay? So let's look at challenges that might, Gemini, and they just might impede success. Okay? Let's see what we have. I hate when we have good cards here that kind of falls in that position, but we have the Magician here. So again, this card is being presented to you as a challenge here. So this card kind of, brings the theme of focus or lack thereof. Okay. So what may be a challenge to you guys is that you might be applying or you're just putting your energy or you or your energies appear to be a bit scattered or you just putting your focus in the wrong directions, Gemini. That can be come up as a challenge here. Or just simply not being realistic about your situation and focus on what's really causing havoc and really just not focusing on it. Or just simply think having this woe is me attitude and always being pessimistic, or just Gemini using trickery and deception to kind of get what you want, or abusing your authority, your power, or being reluctant to kind of take a risk as what this card calls for, or a chance here. All right. So let's move right along, Gemini, to see what is hidden in your situation. All right. Wow. You have the Page of Pentacles. This is also a very good omen, Gemini. All right. So this certainly shows an auspicious change. It represents a new financial beginning. It represents, Gemini, a gift, a financial gain. And it also, for many of you, could also represent educational opportunities that are going to come your way and new business, a new business, and even contracts, new contracts. Your income appears that it's going to increase substantially, Gemini. And some of you might even receive a scholarship, a credit card, or a grant, or some type of financial backing. Okay? You might even share your resources here that I'm getting here as indicated with this earth person here. All right? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I also see some of you, if you've been kind of working on a book or something of that nature, doors are going to start opening for you. I even see you being signed here. All right? And some of you, rest assured, I'm seeing you winning some type of a gamble. It could be the lottery or something at the casino, or it could even possibly be some of you winning at a horse race bet. Okay? So let's move right along, Gemini, to see exactly what your probable outcome might be should you continue on as you are. So far, Gemini, this is an amazing reading. Okay, a nice birthday present, isn't it? So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. And so the tide certainly they're going to turn in your favor, Gemini. Radical changes are to be expected. I see many of you receiving a bonus for those of you who are employed or a new job, or you're just training for a new position, because this card shows you, Gemini, perhaps even being at the apprentice stage of a job or something of that nature. Understand that your hard work has really paid off, your perseverance, Gemini, and all of this is culminating to make you very successful. So some of you maybe very get become millionaires here. These are very, very good cards, Gemini. So this is what I have for you in terms of your financial reading in part B, Gemini. So continuing on with just, or in short, just to leave you with a few more messages here, because we in people in general, we continue to really push toward our goals, or chase the means to kind of meet our needs here. And by doing so, I like to I like to share with you, Gemini, a few messages here to kind of help you reflect on your relationship to money, your career, as well as to abundance here. So you can certainly, um, this reading, of course, is a sigh of relief or a welcome relief to many of us here. So get ready to become rich, Gemini. Okay? So, Spirit, give me five final closing messages to share with Geminis in regards to the situation under discussion. And Gemini, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, okay? So let's see what we have. All right. Allowing, okay? Understand, Gemini, that radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. Next message. Grief. Understand that although you may have suffered adversity, understand that tears are what tends to happen when the ice in the heart melts. But you can't step in the same river twice, Gemini. You must move forward. Next message. Sacrifice. As the cards have indicated, a lot of you will have to, in fact, make a sacrifice in order to balance the bottom line here. If you want to be wealthy or to have cash flow, you need to try to set up some type of a budget and open up a new account so that you can save here. This is exactly what I've already done. So this reading is resonating with me quite clearly here. And so, similar Gemini, sometimes surrender is painful. Okay, you can't always spend lavishly like you may have already been accustomed to doing. God's cutting away all that needs to go, including illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love, and that's the only way, Gemini, that you're going to be successful if you cut away those illusions. Okay? Next message. Right now. Gemini, it's time that you stay in the present. And this moment is important, or this moment is important, and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. Next message. Inner child, Gemini. Spirit is asking you to allow this inner child to give compassion and love to that little one. This card wants to attend to your deepest needs and your feelings. And last message today, Gemini, we have acceptance. Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. All right. So, Gemini, this is the message that Spirit wanted me to share with you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share. Should any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly purchase your reading from our website or send an email. I certainly look forward to hearing your comments. And Gemini, be sure that I certainly hope that you are having or enjoying your birthday period, okay? Have a nice day and thanks for viewing.